The most prestigious tournaments for team events are finally here after a year's delay and back in Europe for the first time in almost 4 decades. Aarhus, Denmark will be the battleground for the badminton elites, who will see a happy ending in the land of fairy tales. You're watching the TotalEnergies BWF Thomas and Uber Cup Finals 2020 preview show. Let's first take a look at the 31st edition of the Thomas Cup Finals. The men's teams are split into 4 groups of 4, with the battle for supremacy commencing on the 9th of October. Top 2 in each group progress to the quarterfinals, climaxing with the grand final on the 17th of October. Indonesia, who've won the competition a record 13 times, are the frontrunners to ace Group A, consisting Chinese Taipei, Thailand and African champions Algeria. Indonesia's title charge is powered by men's single shuttlers Anthony Sinisuka Ginting and Jonathan Christie, the world number 5 and 7. Throw in the world's top doubles pairing of Marcus Fernaldi Gideon and Kevin Sanjaya Sukamuljo, and there's no doubting how far Indonesia's star-studded lineup can go. 2-time quarter-finalist Chinese Taipei could, however, upset the apple cart. Men's doubles Olympic champions Li Yang and Wang Qilin will spearhead their challenge, alongside world number 4 Chou Tianchen and Wang Zuwei in the singles department. Group B is packed with a huge European presence. Host nation Denmark, France and Germany will have Korea for company. The spotlight, unsurprisingly, is on the Danes. The 2016 champions are the only non-Asians to get their hands on the Thomas Cup and look primed to replicate that success. Newly minted Olympic champion Victor Axelsen will know what it takes, as he was the driving force of the 2016 winning squad. The world number 2 is ably backed by Anders Antonsen, ranked just 1 spot lower. It looks like a 3-way tussle for the other quarterfinal spot, but the slight edge goes to Korea, who finished runners-up in 2008 and 2012. The doubles pairing of Choi Sol-gyu and Seo Seung-jae, the world number 9s, will be pivotal to their chances. Reigning champions China are in Group C with India, the Netherlands and debutants Tahiti from the Oceania region. The biggest question surrounding China's title defense: just how will they cope minus the inspirational presence of Lin Dan? The onus now is on 25-year-old Xu Yuqi to carry the team. 3-time Thomas Cup champion Chen Long, 7 years Shi's senior, will be an assuring presence. India are looking to advance to the knockout stage for the first time since 2010 and will depend on 2 quality shuttlers in Sai Praneeth and Shrikant Kidambi, who was the world number 1 as recently as 2018. In Group D, it's déjà vu as Japan, Malaysia and England cross swords again, just like in the TotalEnergies BWF Sudirman Cup Finals 2021. Canada round off the group. Japan have grown into a formidable force over the last decade and peaked in 2014 with the capture of their maiden Thomas Cup. Kento Momota was 19 then and has since evolved to be the sport's alpha male. The world number 1 and co will be raring to go as they try to make amends for a disappointing home Olympic. Malaysia are sending a youthful squad as they undertake their first Thomas Cup campaign without the great Lee Chong-wei, who retired in 2019. The baton is now firmly in the grasp of another Lee, All England champion Lee Zixia. The Southeast Asian powerhouse's hopes of a first title since 1992 will also rest on the shoulders of Aaron Chia and So Yik, who combined for bronze in Tokyo. We keep our focus on Malaysia, but this time on former doubles player Wan Wah, who was part of the Thomas Cup team from 1996 to 2008. Currently one of the coaches for the Japanese national team, the 45-year-old shares his Thomas Cup memories as a player.
So 96 was like, we were very surprised to get called, because me and my partner actually, we just started partnering in the year 95, if I'm not mistaken. Because we entered the national team in 94 and was very surprised actually, because there was still 1 or 2 senior players above us, but Coach Razif gave had the confidence in us and gave us a chance to perform. So the first one was actually the qualifying rounds in New Zealand, and we were very lucky to get to participate, to play a match actually in New Zealand. That was an eye-opener, honestly. Of course, when we were young, we were like Thomas Cup fever in Malaysia is crazy, and to be part of it and to be in a team is like something awesome. My first Thomas Cup final match, yeah. Of course, it was like very, very, you feel a lot of pressure and things like that, especially when Indonesia was 2-1 up. When it comes down to that particular point of time, it's not about the skills, but it's about who can keep the composure. Because you have pressure, you have the crowd there, you have your team that wants to win, everybody wants to win, So it's like all mixed up together. So it's a very, very, I would say, peculiar kind of feeling,
Here we are. Second match point now for Indonesia. And that's it. Indonesia have done it. Teammates rush on to congratulate the world champions.
Yeah, of course, it was very disappointing to lose the point for Malaysia. Yeah, and of course, that also was a very, very good lesson for me and my partner, because I think that's the very first time we were in such an important match. I would say the most important match of our lives at that time. Playing in the home ground, it's like, of course, it's a bit different. The expectations, especially for Thomas Cup for Malaysia, is very, very high. And especially they were talking about bringing the cup back after the 92. Those kind of things. But preparation-wise was very good actually. It's just maybe we were a bit too young to handle the pressure at the time. Sadly, I was actually injured even before the Thomas Cup. After the semi-finals, my knee was actually quite swollen. There was like 1 or 2 days rest before the finals, so I didn't do much training. I was just trying to recover from that. But of course, it's not an excuse, because when you are down, when you are playing in a match, it's not an excuse. You just whatever you have, you just give it. Right after the Thomas Cup, actually, I went for an operation. Hopes were actually quite high because we had 3 good singles, which is Chong Han, Chong Wei, and Hafiz and Bing Hong. Actually, four good singles, and we have like 3 good pairs as well. That time was Koo Kian Kiat and Chan Chong Ming, me and Tan Phok, and Tan Boon Hyung and Chiu Chun Eng actually. Yeah. So it was like very, very strong and formidable team, Yeah. So of course, pressure always comes in,
Good angle, he may have just rolled an ankle there.
Oh, I think he did.
And it's just not supporting. Just there. You can see the right ankle just rolled. And he tried to push off the right leg. May in fact be his Achilles tendon. Could easily be his ankle as well. Maybe a combination of both.
Actually, we never imagined that Chong Han would be injured in the middle of the game. That got us off guard actually. That made us like we just lost the point like that. With the Korean putting in some scratch pass,
Not falling in, so they're on a roll.
I think I performed better than I expected me to perform. Yeah, for that game. Yeah, but of course it took some time as well, because I still remember the first game was like point to point, you know, trying to figure out this pair, how are we going to play against them. And after, if I'm not mistaken, after the 11-point interview, it was all the way.
And they did it.
So it's going to a fifth.
Always, you know, the pride to win for your country. Yeah, for Thomas Cup, it's more to like, you know, you're winning for your country, and it's because in badminton there's not much team event as well. You only have the Thomas Euro Cup and the Sudirman Cup, apart from the games, the Asian Games or the SEA Games, you know. So it's special in that kind of way that, you know, it's the team event, you know, for badminton.
Coming up next, we'll check out the Uber Cup groupings, and we have former Olympic gold medalists giving their thoughts on the previous edition of the Uber Cup.
When we all go in the final, we all like feel like, oh, we are champion already. Like.
Badminton at its very, very best. Badminton at its very, very best.
Welcome back to the TotalEnergies BWF Thomas and Uber Cup Finals 2020 preview show. Before we get into the Uber Cup groupings, let's wind back the clock to 2018, when Japan ended their 37-year drought to lift the trophy in Bangkok. Olympic gold medalist Ayaka Takahashi was the captain of a formidable Japanese team, and she was with us to review their road to victory.
そうですね、私は本当に4回出させていただいて、やっと勝てたと思いましたし、2018年だったので、もう出ても本当2020年までしか現役は続けないだろうなって思っていたので、もしかしたら最後になるかもしれないし、本当に人生の中で団体戦1回でも優勝できてよかったなと思いました。
Top-seeded Japan cruised through the group stage before sweeping past Chinese Taipei 4-1 in the quarter-finals. Takahashi and her partner Misaki Matsutomo went through the matches without dropping a game, but they met some resistance in the semi-finals in the form of Korea.
And it's pushed wide of the sideline, and Korea has levelled this match 21-17 in the second game.
そうですね、1回やった時に、結構普通に勝って、でもなんかその時に韓国オープンで多分対戦したんですけど、その子たちがまだ高校生くらいで、でもなんか結構韓国のそのうちらが当たった選手が有望な選手っていうのを聞いて、そうなんだって思ってたら、その多分1年後くらいにそのユーバー杯で当たったんですけど、やっぱり、1セット目は普通に勝ったんですけど、やっぱり2セット目になってどうしてもちょっと意識してしまったり、自分たちのミスが増えてしまったことによって、ファイナルゲームになってしまって、でもここでやっぱりこの相手には負けれないなと思いましたし、チームとしてもやっぱりここで決めた方が次の日にも楽に進めるかなっていうのもあったので、そこはもうファイナルに行ったけど、焦ることなく2人でプレーできたのかなと思います。
And here it comes. Japan got the final point here in this second women's doubles.
Japan marched into their first final since 2014 and were unstoppable.
やっぱり第一シングルスの茜ちゃんがインターの選手に勝ってくれたっていうのがやっぱりすごく大きかったなと思いますし、そこを勝って油断したわけではないんですけど、でもやっぱりそこをエースが勝ってくれることでやっぱり次の試合、第1ダブルス第2シングルスにも勢いづくと思うので、やっぱり第1シングルスのエース対決を茜ちゃんが制してくれたっていうのがすごく大きかったなと思います。
Yes, well played, Yamaguchi.
The first doubles pairing of Yuko Fukushima and Sayaka Hirota and second singles Nozomi Okuhara also duly delivered their points as the Takahashi-led team stormed to a 3-0 victory to stand on top of the podium once again after 37 years.
そうですね、私自身はオリンピックでも君が代を聞く瞬間っていうのはあったんですけど、やっぱり団体戦でみんなで取って聞く君が代っていうのがやっぱりまたすごく特別だなと思って、なんかちょっとうるってきたなっていうのを覚えています。
Takahashi will be cheering for her country from the sidelines this time, having retired from the sport last year. Japan are in Group A in the 28th edition of the Uber Cup finals, together with Indonesia, Germany and France. Despite a disappointing Olympic performance in Tokyo, the holders are still the favourites to defend their title. For singles, they have two of the world's top 5, Nozomi Okuhara and Akane Yamaguchi. And in the doubles, two pairings are ranked in the top 3. Indonesia are going all in for youth in their squad. Gracia Pulli is the only member in her 30s, but certainly knows what it takes to win at the very top. Just 2 months ago, she became the oldest female shuttler, just a few days shy of her 34th birthday, to win an Olympic gold medal. The 3-time Uber Cup champions, whose last title was in 1996, will certainly look to Pulli and her winning doubles partner, Apriyani Rahayu, for leadership. Group B pits India, Thailand, Spain and debutant Scotland. Thailand's ace shuttler Ratchanok Intanon has pulled out following her mother's recent passing. Like in the Sudirman Cup, Busanan Ongbangmupan will front Thailand's challenge. PV Sindhu, the Olympic bronze medalist, has requested to be left out as she continues to recover from her Tokyo exertions. World number 19 Saina Nehwal will anchor the team. To Group C, where Korea and Chinese Taipei meet again after their Sudirman Cup clash. They're joined by African champions Egypt and debutants Tahiti. 2010 champions Korea, who've made the semi-finals 6 times running, will be pinning their hopes on An So-young. Chinese Taipei will have to learn to adapt without their world number 1 Tai Tzu-ying. Tai, who's featured in 4 Uber Cups, has not been seen in action since winning silver at the Tokyo Olympics. And finally, China, hosts Denmark, Malaysia and Canada are in Group D. 2018 saw China finishing outside the top 2 for the very first time. This time they come to Denmark with world number 2 and Olympic champion Chen Yufei in imperious form. The 14-time Uber Cup winners can also count on their doubles specialists to get the points, with 2 of their pairs in the upper reaches of the world rankings. Denmark have exited in the quarterfinal stage the past 6 editions, so they'll be hoping the home ground advantage this time will break that streak. The 2000 runners-up will be led by Mia Blichfeldt and Lena Christoffersen. Malaysia have brought plenty of new faces, with captain Lee Meng-yan the only one aged above 25. Led by top singles star Ratchanok Intanon and playing in front of their home crowd in Bangkok, Thailand knocked out the Indonesians in the quarter-finals before scoring an upset win over the second-seeded Chinese team in 2018. Despite the defeat to star-studded Japan in the final, it was a huge achievement for the Thais to go this far in their badminton history, and head coach Rexy Mainaki shares their journey to the new milestone.
I think in 2018 is our preparation is really good, right? We have like 10 days the training camp in Chiang Mai, and then very isolate from everything. So everyone focus can see the feeling and the difference. I just feeling something like oh, this team can do something in Uber Cup. We perform is not really excited when we was play Taipei, right? Not we are coaches not excited, but anyway, with that situation we can manage to beat Taipei right there.
On attack, and that's it. Thailand takes it home.
But after that, I can see the difference. This team becomes solid, and then I said, oh, this one is like really interesting. I can just, maybe we can do something. And we try to manage everyone, okay? From the BAT staff, right? All there, from our presidents, our high performance director, everyone's just really support us, and then just give something, and then encourage us, and then give the spirit to our team. And then I feeling something like I look there when we go to the knockout stage, and then we got quarterfinal against Indonesia, and I try to calculate. Oh, I feeling like if we pass Indonesia, could be we can just go final. Yeah, that I just feeling already like I don't know why. I'm not really looking for we have to play China. Is China very strong? I not think okay, if we pass Indonesia, could be we go the final, because like everyone like really excited, right? Maybe just want to do more.
It's going long. She's taken it. This time she converts, and teammates rush onto court.
I can feel like when we beat Indonesia in the quarterfinal, I straight away said, okay, we can reach final maybe. Yeah, that's what I straight away say like that. And then because I can see the spirit of the team that time. The big challenge when we reach semi-final is we have to choose between Ponpawi or Nichaon for the second singles. In the history of Nichaon, every time play in team event, always like cannot playing well, always like become negative on that. So at that time, the coach of Nichaon is like he talked a lot with Nichaon, and then also give something talk to her, and then also that time our high performance directors like Mr. Ajahn Jack, yeah, also have a chance to talk to the team, and then talk to Nichaon to just give some encourage, right, some spirit. And then yeah, she managed, and then since we choose her, she pay back, and then that is she saw the world.
And there it is, in an hour and a half, a classic battle here. Having lost the first game, Jindapur came back so strongly.
Even like Cream also really boost her spirit, and then become like a hero that time, yeah, to beat the Missouri in that last match.
It's out, she's done it. She's taken her country to the final of the Yuba Cup. It's the greatest day in women's Thailand's history as far as badminton's concerned.
When we all go in the final, we all like feel like, oh, we are champion already, like, you know, everyone just feel a champion, and everyone just, okay, it's our 2 months working hard, and then our 10 days the training camp working hard. Yeah, everyone's like really working each other very close, and then we deserve to get that. So that is our feeling on that time.
Mainaki's side will be without the talismanic Internon in Denmark, but he's still optimistic Thailand can go far.
Yeah, I think as soon as like everyone can try to forget about what we done in the 2018 team, they just be who they are, and then just try to enjoy, and then try to make sure the team is solid, the team is with a good spirit. I think they will do something, because the team event is different, and I can say like could be they will do the same as the 2018. Could happen.
Could it happen? We will know the answer in October. Mark your calendar now, October 9th to 17th for the TotalEnergies BWF Thomas and Uber Cup Finals 2020. And follow our latest updates on bwfthomasUbercups.bwfbadminton.com. See you in Denmark.
That is absolutely fabulous.
best.